down. Sit down and welcome back. You had 2 hours to eat, sit down, and look into the battle. The battle that is pretty personal for you and one that you know, only you know, that you have to go and win. And maybe you won it, maybe you're in the process of winning it, but at least you've identified the battle. So in the next 10, 15 minutes, we're going to go around and we're going to hear from you. But we're going to hear from you differently. You're going to come here up on the stage. I'm going to go walk around and give the mic. You're going to come here on the stage and you're going to declare to the brotherhood, this brotherhood here and the entire brotherhood, because we're going to go live into the brotherhood, over 1,500 guys watching this shit. And you're going to declare what is your battle and what are you going to do to win it, or maybe you already won it. Clear? So this becomes your commitment. Your commitment to the first battle that you picked up. You're going to pick up a few battles. And by the end of the day on Friday, you'll be on a path to win the war. So, our first guy is going to be LaRoad. Come up, man. This is your time on the stage. You take 30 seconds, you declare. Not a story, just a declaration. What is the battle? What are you going to do to win it? This is your commitment.
Okay. So.
Mic up. Underneath, yeah.
Are we good? Okay.
Yep.
So, my battle is that I build shit, and once it comes to marketing and something where I got to actually put myself out there in front of people to see me actually do shit, that's when I stop and I'll just go build something else. Because I just don't want to go to that part. So I'll just go create something else that's easier. So I'm putting myself out there is I am going to meet with a consultant who I've already identified, and I'm going to spend 1 hour, I'm going to pay for it, and I'm going to build my offer for my funnel. Because just like I told you, I already built the funnel for my project Compreneur, but then I just stopped just before it got to the part where I actually had to spend money and put my face on it out there on the internet. So I declare that I am going to spend the money, do the consultation, and create my offer as soon as I get back this Tuesday.
Beautiful. 2 clap. Boom. All right, man. Off the stage. Who wants to share? Who wants to declare? Raise your hand. No one wants to declare. No one wants to fucking declare the battle. Is that it? Okay, stand up. Stand up. Stand up, all of you. Stand up. Here's what's going to happen again. You're going to go out again without talking. You're going to stare one more time at the ocean. And you're going to get clear that do you want to do this or not? I'm not going to keep fucking pulling you from your low fucking energy and whatever is going on in your fucking head. When a question is asked, who wants to share their fucking battle, who should be raising their fucking hand? Who? So go there in silence and come back here unified. You got 90 seconds. No talking. This is the walk of shame. Good, so stand up. Share. What's your battle? Let's go, come up.
Brandon Bourne, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm going to talk to myself. You guys are welcome to listen in if you want. This is my 4th event. Every single time I've left here and done almost nothing because I didn't believe in myself. I think the greatest epidemic in this world is deep down inside. We don't think we're enough. That guy is, but I'm not. That guy is, but I'm not. I looked at this and I thought, this is the first time that I feel not only what to do, we all know what to do, but I'm going to go do it. My calling in this world, Christian or not, is I believe that the Bible has the most strong power tools, phrases, ways to see ourselves, to know, if you want to use that frame, that we are a son of God. And it is time for me to take that message to the world, because I believe all of us to some degree.
I know it's time, but what are you going to do?
I'm going to go start marketing. I'm going to do a podcast, and I'm going to publish, and I'm going to write a book.
So you're going to start with a podcast, let's say.
Podcast and the
Okay.
Facebook.
Make sure you talk
Facebook
to this
Live.
guy right here, Nick. He's going to help you. Less than a
Awesome,
couple
Nick.
of days, you'll be up and running. We'll look forward to listening to your podcast. 2 Club! Boom!
Thank
Good. Another share. Who wants to share? There we go. Go share. If you're going to share, share with fucking fire. Or else you're going to go back again. Walk of shame. Think about it again and come back. We're going to keep doing this all afternoon. We have done it in other events. So bring fire.
Do you know why the energy in this room sucks? Because none of you motherfuckers are committed to yourselves. None of you. And that includes me. See, I've been a certified trainer for 8 months now. And you know what I've done with it? Shit. I've run from my purpose. I've run from my message. I've run from my audience. See, I was a police officer for 15 years. And I was more willing to run into a building to save a random stranger than I was to my family. And that shit has to stop. And the only person that can stop that is me. So my commitment is simple. The first 2 days, we were given a 30-day business blueprint. That shit's going to start next week, and in 30 days, that shit's going to be done. And that message is going to be delivered to who it needs to be delivered to, police officers.
And what is the price that you will pay if that commitment fails?
If I do not complete the 30-day blueprint, I don't deserve to wear this fucking ring.
And as a result of that, what would be the price that your family, your wife and your kids, would pay?
My family will die spiritually, my family will die emotionally, my family will die physically, and my family will die financially.
Good. So that is your commitment. 2 Club! Boom! Downstairs. We're going to take one final share, but before I go to final share, here's what I want you to notice. Take a look around of the man standing here. Just take a look around. That's 300 powerful men in this room, unified by a fucking polo that says we're all the same. All the same. That's what the polo means. When I tell you to wear black and shoes blacks, its message is simple. Is that we are all one. No one's better than another one. All unified. Right here. It's not that it looks good. It's so that you can feel unified. And this is the feeling that you're going to continue to get every single day when you're part of this brotherhood. Live events, online, every single day you can get this feeling. The feeling that you're feeling here. Because I can fucking guarantee you, you won't find this at a fucking insurance get-together where they wear khaki pants and blue fucking jeans. And all they want is fucking coupons to drink at the end of the fucking event. So appreciate every single fucking second here. The walks that we do, they have meanings. The phones that we break, they have meanings. Everything has a meaning here. Every share has a meaning. This is the power of the brotherhood. And if you're here, it's because you belong here. But your stories may tell you differently. That you come in and out, and you go and you come back, and you will join one day. But know this, if you are here, it's because there is something, somebody wanted you to be here. Stop fucking fighting it with your stories. Final share. Who wants to share? Isaiah, go. Up the stage.
Isaiah Melendez, Phoenix, Arizona. My battle is, raise your hand if you were in the military. Look around. Look around. Keep your hand up if you've been at war. These men with their hands up right now are dealing with another battle, another war, a war within. Whether you've been in warrior for longer than a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're still dealing with a war within. Certified trainer or not, because I saw it and I felt it. So the one thing I'm going to do is deploy child of war. Child of war. I've been burdened with it because I know there's a fucking war inside of you that most people don't fucking understand. That you were called. You're still trying to understand why you saw and why you went through the things, and it was just a preparation. And you are called. Called to lead. To own your power. To own the power that's within. And to be the child, once again, that went into war. And that was also created by war. So that's what I'm going to deploy child of war. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I haven't been committed to it because I haven't put the money there.
Good, and that's your commitment. 2 clap! Boom! You should. Gentlemen, stand up. What you saw on the stage are an example of leaders, just like you. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of fucking leadership today, tomorrow, the day after, but specifically now. What does it mean to be a fucking leader? And what are the tools and skill set and the mindset that is required to be a leader? So we're going to go on a 3P clap, 2 clap booms, and welcome Garrett on the stage. 2 clap, boom, 2 clap, boom, 2 clap, boom.
Take a seat. The reason why Core 4 works is because it builds a leader. The reason why the Brotherhood works is because the Brotherhood is filled with men who refine leaders. To be a leader, one has to actually operate as a leader with himself. A lot of people want to come on my stages now. Now I got all this attention. Hey, Garrett, can we be part of your stage? Garrett, can I promote to your shit? Garrett, can I do this? You know, I've spoken on one stage in the last 5 years. Russell Brunson, because I believe in him. Because we're friends and because him and I have a relationship. I say no to everyone else. Guess what I say to people about speaking on my stage? Fuck you. If you don't wear a polo and you're not here, you're not speaking to my shit. From the beginning as a leader, I built a frame. The frame was everything I despised about the traditional game, I refused to do. But it started with an understanding of who I was. Go ahead and bring all the lights up. It started with who I am. Like me as a man. You want to lead somebody else. You want to lead people? This fucking place started with one motherfucker. It was me. It could have never worked if I couldn't lead. Never. I'd be like every other shithead coach with the same like 12 to 14 clients, trying to hustle and grind and steal people from each other. This is the cesspool of coaching and consulting. But I knew I was not that. I was a fucking businessman. I didn't back into Breakthrough. Breakthrough wasn't who I was. I wasn't some unsuccessful prick who then all of a sudden decided to go talk about purpose. I'd built shit. But then I was broken inside. And when you're a broken man, it's impossible to lead other people because inside the place, what they're searching from you is a currency that you cannot give them when you're broken, which is certainty. The most valuable currency you will offer inside of a frame to the people that you lead, from your clients to your team, is certainty. Write that shit down. My cash is certainty. I don't have to have all the answers. I have to have certainty. I don't have to know exactly what we're going to do to get where we're going to go, but I have to have certainty to begin. And that certainty begins with me as the leader. In the beginning, I was the marketer. In the beginning, I was the closer. In the beginning, I was the software technician. In the beginning, I built everything from the bottom to the top. I ran and got sandwiches at the breaks and handled it. I ran the events, did the designs. I fucking did everything. No help, by myself. And I woke up every single day, and to pull that shit off, I spent hours solidifying a frame of certainty around me. Because I knew I was about to go to war. War of opinions, war of persecution. And so when this organization was being shredded 2 fucking times by men on the inside out who were too fucking weak to keep running with me, I went into a place of certainty and said, fuck you! I will fucking run you over! You fucking posers! Fuck you! And I don't give a fuck, it's back down to me. I will build this shit the way I know it must be built. So take your weak ass carbon copy bullshit and I will fucking steamroll you. And so they went and they had their little bit of success and they thought I disappeared. No. I went behind the scenes and did what? Ha! You think you fucking know me? Ha! You think you know what I'm capable of? Ha! Hunt down your popularity, you fucking pussy! Ha! Because when I come, you will know! And it won't be because I'm loud. It will be because I ran right through your fucking face! And this is how my team meetings go. I was the first believer. I was the first one to click on my ads. I didn't need you to believe. I was going to go until somebody did. Even if you didn't like anything I said. I will build an impenetrable man. I will restore my marriage. I will restore my fucking children. My son moved to live with me. I will restore my fucking body, and the next time you come, I will fuck you up. But I don't have to, because this time you're not going to leave and hang out with the pussies who make you feel good. You're going to come back and you're going to build shit with me. 10 times bigger. But you're going to build the shit your heart's been telling you needed to build since you made a decision to live. You went to go get what you had to get. Welcome back. Here's the deal. I took the certainty in me, and then I inserted it into the heart of Jeremy. I took my frame of certainty, and then I took it and placed it on him. And then I poured into Jeremy like he was me. And I helped him build a frame of certainty around his creativity. An impenetrable frame. We would be sitting in meetings and people in the marketing world would say, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. And Jeremy would get all up in his head and he would get worried and concerned. And he would come back to me and he'd be like, well, so-and-so and so-and-so said do this and this. And I was like, tell him to fuck off. They don't know us. Take the counsel they give you, take what works for us, and flush the rest of it down the toilet. The end. Build our shit. We're not imitators, we're innovators. And that's who we've been, and that's who we'll be. That is what we do. We set the fucking standard in how the game works. We're not mimicking other people. We're not imitating other people. This isn't schmake-up schmorrier with a black shirt and a maked-up, mocked-you-pied little logo. Fuck everybody else. We do us. That is it. We build us, and we're going to be better tomorrow than we are today. We're going to innovate when nobody knows we're going to innovate. We're going to take a hard right when everybody thinks we've got a reason to stay dead straight. Why? Because we control our outcome. And so I started to insert belief systems into my teams. Jeremy, first time on the stage today. Most time he's behind the scenes with our teams. He came up and he sat down in my room upstairs and we talked about his presentation. I gave him a few pointers, things to rock down his frame a little bit better as a trainer. But we had conversations and he said, "What do you think?" And I thought, man, it was fucking great. My job as a leader is to establish the frame in your mind about who you see yourself to be. That is my job. Establish a frame in who I am, and you on my team insert a frame around you that says, this is who you are. Not from who you are right now, but from who I'm going to invest in you to become. Nobody banked on Jeremy. Nobody banked on Coach Sam Falsafi. Nobody fucking banked on Jeff McGregor in his basketball shorts at CrossFit. See, I went and found the people nobody knew existed. And I built them from the ground up. They had to build themselves, but my job as a leader was to establish a frame of certainty inside of their world. And that began with telling the fucking truth. And that's hard in an organization, to tell the truth. And so we would tell each other the truth, and it was lethal. And it was hard to hear sometimes. Both directions. And I would sit there and I'd be like, ooh, you motherfuckers. And I'm like, that's good. Because if they'll collide with me, they're going to fuck everybody else up. And line upon line, and here a little and there a little, I began to guide and lead my teams to own their own frame. The frame is the game we are creating as leaders. You want to save people? Then you hold the frame and you gather a bunch of pawns to follow you. My tax teams, my accounting teams, my attorneys, they work for me. They work in my frame. The frame is so powerful inside of my teams that we will come to our teams that are supposed to know all their shit, and we will shred their frames in seconds. Seconds. These are people who are established authorities for 35 fucking years. We're like, yeah, but what about this? What about this? What about this? We brought in a consultant to come help our team work on some stuff in January. He's a smart guy, but he got fucked up in the first 10 minutes. He walked in, sat down with his suit on, tried to impress everybody. And I kept telling him, I was like, you're not going to the YMCA. This is not like some insurance company. Like, you're coming into Warrior. So just be you. Be honest. They're going to ask you hard questions. Just answer the truth. Promise you, whatever you say, there's going to be literally nothing you could say that will have them run away or not trust you. And the more truthful you are with them, the better. So they came in first day, sat down, put his suit on, and the guys started asking him questions. And one of the guys said, well, he was sharing, he's like, I've had a girlfriend. We live up here in this area, Southern California, for about 6 years. And Coach Sam looks right at him and he says, why aren't you fucking married? You can't commit? What the fuck's wrong with you? In that instant, all of his authority, his positioning, his power melted like a stick of butter in a microwave at a minute 22. And Sam didn't even say shit after. He just sat there. And funnier, the whole room didn't say shit because they were comfortable with themselves in watching another man squirm under the pressure of his melting frame. As a leader, if you need somebody to give you permission to lead, oh, you waiting for a calling, are you? You waiting for somebody to give you a title, a certificate, or a fucking button? Hey, you could be a leader now. Here's a button. Those are the biggest pussies of all. You need a title to lead? Oh, I'm going to melt you. I didn't ask for a fucking title. I didn't ask for permission. I built a frame of certainty in myself, and I kept building, and I built a fucking empire since I last saw you. Because what? It started with me, my culture, and our client base. Operate off of a frame that started a wake that began with who? Me. So here's a question for you. You want to lead in your marketing? My marketing is a mirror of me. In the hair world, in the financial services world, in warrior world. It is a manifestation and a mirrored game of me. My sales systems and our sales teams are a manifestation of me. My certainty, not me the person, the certainty inside of the frame that I operate on. When I don't do core 4, my melting frame, my frame will melt. I don't do the stack, my frame will melt. Business for me is war. Marketing is a war of messages. Everyone on my team must believe. Workplace by Facebook believes. We've been pole positioned with a high probability of being the keynote speaking company at FacebookCon because of the innovative ways we're using Workplace. But it helps also that half their fucking team are in what? Wake Up Warrior. When we come in and work with people, our frame is so powerful as a collective unit that when you enter our frame, it is almost impossible for you not to become part of the frame. And inside of marketing and sales, once you have a prospect enter your frame, they now see a new world in which certain decisions that did not make sense in their old frame now make sense in their current frame because now they sit inside of your frame. My marketing works because I work. Our marketing works because Jeremy works. When we deploy, we don't deploy just to test. We deploy warships, certain of victory. Because there is no other option. We will fucking win. And while everybody else wants to test, we are pursuing victory. Go to your warm-ups. You got 2 minutes. Write down whatever the fuck you're hearing.